Welcome guys, VST here, Speaks Tech. Today I'm going to show you 5 tips and tricks for the Samsung S21 Plus. 5 tips and tricks guys, which I think will improve your quality of life. Well, I know this sounds a bit clickbaity, but I guarantee you're probably not aware about these tips and tricks for the S21 Plus, the S21 or the S21 Ultra. So without any further ado, let's start with trick number 1. Here and now, as I promised, 5 tips and tricks for the S21, S21 Plus and the S21 Ultra, which I think you most probably not aware of. Starting with the first scenario. So imagine you are in a very dim environment. So what do? You go inside your quick settings and you hit the flashlight button. Boom! You have a flashlight. That's quite nice. You can of course turn it off, turn it on, and that's about it. But what if I tell you that there is a bit more to this? Tip number 1, just increase the brightness of your flashlight. How do we do that? Click and hold the toggle here, boom, flashlight off and on. But here guys, when you set it on, you can apparently dim the level, right? Dim the brightness or enhance and go up to brightness number 5. Camera light may cause low temperature burns when in long contact with the skin. Avoid leaving the flashlight turned on for an extended period. So this is really as bright as your flashlight can go. A lot of users are not aware about this setting, so if you want to amp up the power of the flashlight, that's the way for you to do it. Tip number 2. So imagine you want to take a screenshot and your phone is on the ground, like in my case, so I'm doing a video, but probably have another use case scenario. So what do? You need to press the power off button and the volume down, and yeah, you see, it doesn't really work all the time. Press it a bit quicker and then you get it. But what if I tell you there is just an easier way for you to take a screenshot when the phone is on the ground and you don't want to touch it so much, right? Tip number 2, just look at what I'm doing. Turn off the phone like this. Take my hand, boom, palm swiping, wow. Screenshot, boom, every time, works 5 times out of 5. As we are playing with the buttons, naturally tip number 3 is gonna be about the power button. So let me just show you guys something. If you double press it, I can open the camera. You probably know how to do this, I'm gonna show you. If I keep holding it, right, I'm gonna get Bixby. All of those settings can be tweaked via the side key setting. How can we do this? We can go into the settings, of course, then we go to advanced features, then click side key. Double press, quick launch the camera. You can also open Bixby, or you can even choose an individual application. Could be the flashlight, and you can just use this very big list of your applications installed on the phone and choose whatever you want. In my case, double pressing will launch a camera, pressing and holding will wake up Bixby, right? You can also go and have the power off menu. Now the question is, what happens if I have the double click here opening my camera, if I have the long press opening Bixby, but I still want to power off my phone using the side key and not here through this software button? Very easy guys. Just keep holding the side key and the volume down, keep holding, boom. Here's the power off menu. From the side key settings again, you can even go directly and choose power off menu, but if you want to have camera, Bixby and power off, that's the only way to go. Let me show one more time. Keep holding volume down and the side key, the power on and off, boom. Here you have the power menu. Alright, tip number 4 is going to be about notifications. So imagine a scenario where you have so much notifications and you're really pissed off and you clear them. Right, and then damn, there was something you wanted to check. But if you go right now and check, all of them are gone. But that's what you think, because if you scroll down a bit more, go here and check the status bar, there's going to be an option under advanced settings called notification history. What happens when you open notification history? Boom! We can check all the notifications, the recently dismissed one, the one that you opened, even the one from the last 24 hours. And finally guys, tip number 5 is going to be about speeding up your phone. Let me show you what happens on my phone. Try to open it, boom. I don't complain, I don't think it's really slow or laggy, but there are people outside that think this animation is kind of killing the whole experience, so you can turn it off. But we need to separate. There is an animation unlocking effect and a transition effect. So let me show you how you can turn them both off. Go to the settings, go to biometric and security, go inside fingerprints. Inside the menu you're gonna see something called show animation when unlocking. Okay, let me just remove first the animation. Now I'm gonna close my phone. Pay attention guys. Alright, see, I still have this animation, but there is no unlocking animation, right? But you can still see this animation, and people might think that the phone is a bit slower because of that, okay? So there is a way for you to remove also this transition animation. So after we have removed the opening animation, go back inside the setting, go back into biometrics and security. Inside the biometrics and security, go to more biometric setting, and there's something called unlock transition effect. Now let's remove it, let's go back, and I'm gonna show you guys, and that's so quick, I need to do it on the lock screen. Powering off the phone, okay, I'm now on the lock screen, pay attention, alright? Okay, let me show you the effect. I'm gonna open my lock screen right now, boom, see? There is no transition, it's quite quick, okay? Let me just do it one more time, okay? Now I'm gonna put back the transition and show you what it's like with the transition. Going back to the lock screen, and voila, now we have this fancy transition animation. I honestly do enjoy it, but if you want to get really the naked experience, but also the quickest, that's your way to go. Guys, this has been my very quick 5 tips for the Samsung S21 series. I hope you like this. If that's the case, you know what to do. Please guys, you and your families, stay safe until we meet in one of the next episodes. PST over and bye.